It is almost concerning that this bag can be shipped and produced and delivered to the consumer for under $26. We have 3 things to accomplish in this video. Number 1, we're going to talk about the features, pockets, and zippers of this little travel companion, open it up, see what we can fit in it, and show you all around. Number 2, we're going to hop on a flight with Ryanair to show you the bag doing what it's supposed to do, carry things. In the desert, through the markets, in and out of multiple modes of transportation, and maybe on a camel. Maybe. And number 3, we'll end up right back here with our final judgments and thoughts on this bag so you can make an educated decision. This is the Kufe backpack from Amazon. Kufe? Kufe. We managed to purchase this over the holidays for, like I said, $25.49, but it looks like it's around $27 right now. This bag has 9 compartments, 7 zippers, a laptop sleeve, a shoe compartment with ventilation holes, a chest buckle, a security pocket, and 4.7 stars out of 8,000 reviews on Amazon. According to their marketing team, it is suitable for various scenarios. Wait, those hikers don't even have on the same bag. That's just unfortunate. Their marketing team needs to match that up. But hey, maybe they didn't have the budget for that. And we purchased the extra small version.
We didn't get the extra small because I'm small. You know, I work really hard to not be extra small. I go hard. Just for the kids.
We got the extra small because we wanted a travel bag for our kids, but we've in turn kind of fallen in love with this bag for different reasons, and it's been very useful overall as a family while we travel. The weight on the extra small is 2.46 pounds, and the dimensions are 15.7 inches tall, 9.8 wide, and 7.8 deep. So it is pretty much a personal item. We'll test this when we get on the Ryanair flight, but it is a fairly small backpack. You might be able to get away with this for a weekend or a 3-day trip if you can pack very light, but they have a large, extra large, expandable, and standard version. We're gonna break this bag down starting with the outside. You have a nice top carry handle, you have a luggage pass-through strap, you have some nice padding in the back of the bag. You're not gonna get your premium YKK zippers, but zippers are fine and they all have zipper pulls on them. And then you have 4 buckles, which can be used for compression. You have a middle chest buckle or chest strap, and then even on the shoulder straps, you have 2 options to kind of pull and make them a little shorter or a little longer with some buckle loops. The extra small bag does have a water bottle holder sleeve, but it is pretty small. All right, starting with the front of the bag, you have 2 flat pack pockets. First one on the bottom is pretty small, second one a little bit more spacious. Then the next pocket you can pull down. This cheap waterproof type of material inside, but it is a very deep pocket, goes all the way down, and the zippers come down just a little more than halfway, so it makes it very accessible and very deep as a pocket. From here, you can fully open the bag and get into the main compartment. Fully zips down. It's a little funny inside the bag because you have this big interior sleeve or pocket, which is your shoe bag that comes in from the bottom. We'll get to that, but it makes for a lot of extra material in the main pocket of the bag below. You do have a flat security pocket on the back of the bag. Don't really find too much use for that. And there's a little bit of storage and organization in the front. You got a pen holder, a zipper mesh pocket, and then another kind of open sleeve type pocket. Honestly, for such an inexpensive bag, there is a lot of storage and organization in that main compartment. In the back, you have space for a laptop or iPad, fits both very comfortably. And then if we move to the very back, right by the luggage pass-through strap, there's a security pocket back there, which is nice and handy, but very, very tight. Now, moving on to the shoe storage. As you can see, the shoe storage is wonderful, but it pretty much takes up the main compartment. So it's hard to pack a bigger pair of shoes and then still have room in your bag for the rest of your stuff. Overall, we haven't really used this as a specific shoe compartment, maybe because we have the extra small version. We're gonna pack a bathing suit, 2 pairs of shorts, a pair of pants, 3 pairs of socks, 1 long sleeve with a hood, 3 t-shirts, 3 pairs of underwear. If you count the outfit that I'm wearing during travel, then you get about 5 days worth of outfits in the bag. Now, there's not too much room left over, so you're gonna have to be creative with tech and toiletries. Here's how I would finish packing this out. If you wanna keep your tech organized, here's like a small pouch and keep some SD cards, cables in here, would make it easy for transport. Easily slides in that pocket. Now, I would couple that with some type of toiletry kit. This is just a easy light makeup bag that my wife and I will use when we travel together. As you can see, the bag is not bursting at the seams. You still have some more room if you want to squeeze and stuff a few more knickknacks in here. But I feel with packing that 3 to 4 outfits, and then the outfit that you're wearing on the plane gives you about 5 days of runway. I could still probably get a laundry kit in here if I wanted to, or anything else if I needed it for a specific type of trip I was going on. Organization is not going to be the issue. The issue is probably going to be the durability and the quality. Now, we've been testing this bag for about 2 months. We're on a 6-month trip or journey, vacation / finding ourselves, escaping reality. It's been amazing. And it has been awesome for us as an everyday bag. We'll throw snacks in it or anything we're gonna go out and do that day. This kind of serves as a great day bag. I also think it is really great on the airlines, and we'll get some more footage of that, especially on a budget airline in Europe with Ryanair, using and abusing the bag on the airline, but it fits under the airplane seats so easily. And the extra small version is gonna qualify for all of those size restrictions, no problem.
I've spent upwards of 12 times the amount on a bag. This was $25, I've spent $300. And I feel like for some people, it's like buying the 4-wheel drive car, but not actually using it. If you're gonna need a bag to hold up on the Pacific Trail or in snow or rain or weather, this one, probably not gonna be it. But like most of us, if you need to throw it up in the overhead bin on a plane or under your seat and then walk around to town with it, I really don't see how the value of this bag can't be beat.
If you're curious as to how we afford to travel like this, be out and about all the time, my wife writes an amazing travel newsletter called Booked It on Points. Totally free to subscribe. We give all types of tips and tricks when it comes to travel. I'll put the link in the description. It would be amazing if you signed up. Final thoughts on this bag coming up, but first take a guess. Where did we just get back from? What country? It's in Africa. I'm wearing a few souvenirs from that country. Drop a comment and let me know. Maybe you've been there. I loved it. Probably couldn't pull this one off back in the States. As you guys know, anything that covers up the hairline, I am for it. All right, for reals. The final thoughts. After using this bag in a few countries,
I've taken this little $25 bag to 3 countries in 2 months. I hope that deserves a like and subscribe. As a small creator, it would really mean a lot.
cost, 10 out of 10. We don't need to say anything more. Airline compliance, 10 out of 10. Fits under the seats, fits in the luggage sizers. We had no issues on Ryanair, which is known to be one of the strictest airlines out there. Durability, a 6 out of 10, which is pretty good for the cost. We've traveled pretty hard with this bag and you're starting to notice a little bit of fraying. The zippers still work pretty smoothly, but I could tell if it was exposed to extreme conditions, dirt, salt, heat, cold. But hey, for $25, you're gonna expect to not have the most durable product out there. Function, I'm gonna go with 8 out of 10 because the blanket rule is you can't give a 7. That's just too neutral. A 6 means it's really lacking on some things. An 8 means it's actually pretty well designed. The 2 things that I would change are the shoe compartment. It's just overkill. There's just too much material in there if you're not using it. It's a bit of a waste. The other thing is the buckle. It goes right over a few of the zippers, which maybe that could be a security feature in certain areas. If you hit that buckle, then you have to buckle and unbuckle every time you want to open and close the bag. So design-wise, not very smooth there. Overall, I would highly recommend this bag if you are looking for a very small travel bag. I wouldn't just buy it just to buy it. I would only buy it if you're really looking for that small bag option. If you enjoyed this video, I think you'll really like this one, where I break down 1-star travel products, a little bit of education and a lot of entertainment. Or this one, where I talk about the $300 packed bag. It's kind of the opposite when it comes to cost, but really hits the mark when it comes to durability and function. If you hit the like and subscribe button, it would mean a ton as a small creator. Thanks for being here.